This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Forbidden Rubbish. I'm Tangie.
I'm Summer.
And I'm Tisha.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. That's that album right there.
Yeah, because that's bad. I'm right there.
Look at me.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
How you go?
Hey. I can't even.
That was it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kind
Hey,
of.
hey.
A little, yeah.
And the goofy,
Little
what's the
rough.
goofy one that they used to call me in high school?
With the who?
He used to wear like the little
And he
slump
couldn't
hat.
talk.
And
Which
he
one was
like-
Bill Cosby? I think that
Bill
was Bill
Cosby's
Cosby's character.
Doing multiple voices. Bill Cosby did multiple
He
voices, I
probably
thought, on
did,
there.
but I thought
I
he
thought
was
he did
the
all
one
of
that
them.
had the.
Yeah, the goofy one was like,
Yeah. Somebody called
Oh, did he
me.
do all of them? He did. He
I
probably
think he did
I
multiple
feel like Bill
voices.
Cosby was fat out, but
He's
Mhm,
talented.
Yeah.
yeah, he is
Yeah.
talented.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gave us ugly sweaters and everything. Hoagies.
Yeah.
Hoagies and
Yeah.
jazz and
Yes.
And
Brownstones, the love of
Brownstones.
brownstones.
And well, I'm
Him
gonna say
and-
the Cosby Show. Period. I used to love the
Yes.
Cosby
You
Show.
did?
Girl, yes, I tuned in every week.
I love the Cosby Show too.
And
did.
Tangie used to remind me of Rudy
Rudy.
Huxtable, baby. Yes, I always thought that you and Rudy Huxtable.
You know, that's weird because I say Adriana when she was little reminded me
real,
of
yeah,
Rudy.
Huxtable.
Yeah.
Angie, do you still, what happened? Why y'all stopped y'all dance group?
What dance group?
Wasn't y'all in a 2-person dance group?
Wow, your memory is just like
You and Lola?
no, her mind. Me and my old classmate Siobhan.
No.
Yes,
but
we
you and
had a
Derek
two.
Worthy used to dance all the time.
No, we had a dance off and he won every time. Derek Worthy.
Siobhan who? They went
Lied.
to church with us?
No, her
Oh,
name was
okay.
Siobhan Light. She was sweet and loving and beautiful.
Uh-huh.
We had like a 2-person.
You know,
dance
remember every
group.
time we went to dances or house party or whatever, and when her and Derek would see each other, they'll start
Yeah.
going back and forth.
And
He
then
could dance
Tisha used to
too.
try to get in.
Yeah.
She like,
Waiting on the opportunity.
yeah, he used to
He could dance.
He could dance.
Him
his
and
butt off.
the other, he used to dance.
Abrishka.
Yeah,
A
they used to
Brishka,
always
could
dance.
yes.
Yeah,
I
they
love
used
the
to dance
Brishka.
really
Where
good.
she at?
I don't
I
know.
love the Brishka.
Mhm.
Yeah, she could dance.
They
We
was
went to
like
some
best
house party in the
friends.
garage one night, and baby Tangie went. You girl, y'all got down.
In the garage?
I don't
Somebody
know.
had.
Wait, we sure that was
Okay.
Tangie, or I know. Remember, me and you went to one of a house
So was that
party,
Brishka
and
dance
your
one year?
cousin took us, and that was Abrishka. Yeah, him and Abrishka used to
Oh,
dance
okay.
together all the time.
Okay,
Your cousin took us to the party. And I think
LaShonda?
LaShonda.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
I
We used
remember
to
that.
we was finding way to a party, honey.
We sure
Yes.
did.
We
ain't
You
gonna
get
miss
dropped
that part.
off, be plotting. Stay plotting.
Yeah, plotting.
You guys like, comment, subscribe. We're glad you're back for another episode. Click the notification bell. We want as many followers and viewers, and you want to be there whenever a new episode of FBR drops.
Yeah, hit the notification bell. Ding.
Mhm.
Yeah, my lipstick is jacked.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
No.
Say, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the notification bell.
No, what you
Okay,
do?
it feel
Why
you know how when a mat don't mat right.
Oh
You just
yes,
feel
it's
it like
now
you
chalky
constantly have to
kinda.
rub on your lips.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like what you want, lip gloss over it?
I need some. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Okay,
So,
So
what
that-
we doing? How y'all feeling?
what we doing? How y'all feeling? What
feeling
you doing?
good.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, it's a good day.
I like the temperature in here today.
I know it's not
Yeah.
too cold. Not yet.
I'm
Yeah,
so
not
glad.
yet.
Knock on wood.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
It's
that I
plenty
didn't
around
dress
us.
for the cold.
I know. Like it's like the one time that we dress for it.
Mhm.
Like now it's
Yes,
hot.
'cause I'm usually like
Hell, we came in like tank tops
shivering.
and cutoffs, and crop
Mhm.
tops. It would have been
Be
freezing.
freezing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you
But-
feeling? You always asking about everybody else. How you feel today?
I feel fine.
That's it.
Mhm.
My
I'm
name
feeling
is
Y'all
Mike,
looking
and I like
lovely.
sports, and that's it. That's how
Uh-uh.
I feel fine.
Y'all look. I can't even talk right. So
I bet.
maybe I want to say it may be the
Yeah,
secret why
yeah,
we,
we know
feeling
why
so
you can't-
warm
Yeah.
today.
Like, ew.
But yeah, y'all looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You're looking
your
youthful.
hair
Yeah.
is just
Thank you.
Just so pretty.
Yes, and your hair.
did a good
all of
job.
Yeah, I love.
I
this
love
haircut.
it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I love the color in it. Yeah,
It's really cute.
I want to go Amber Rose ball. What y'all think?
you got the face. You gorgeous.
You wanna-
yeah, you
So
can do
all
it.
the way bald though. I mean, you could rock it. I think so.
And you
But I'm
got a
just telling you,
bad
just
body.
saying a little shorter.
And
Because
you
the
got a bad
last
body.
time you had your haircut, it was a little shorter, but it was really cute too.
Okay.
So are
Was
you
it
saying
wavy?
That short, it was kind of wavy.
Her natural texture.
Yeah. So are
I
you
need to
saying
go back
that
to that.
shit?
I wanna go a
like
little
for
shorter.
The class reunion.
I want to go a little shorter. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
the class
that's
reunion.
what I told
That
her.
was
And
like-
she didn't listen.
So not bald.
So not that's what I'm trying to say. Are you saying slick?
it was like Tony B.
So
That's
not
how-
slick though. You don't want to go.
No,
slick.
I don't want to go.
Okay, so
I'm
just a
being
little shorter.
better.
Yeah,
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm.
But
I
you
don't
got
think I'm
a
confident
good
enough to
shape
go that
head
far.
though. Everybody
You think
can't
so?
rock that. You got to
No,
have a good shape
everybody
head for
can't.
that.
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I like a cone head.
Now I couldn't do that because my forehead is already like.
I got a big forehead.
I think everybody think they have a big forehead.
No, mine's
I don't
big.
think you have. a
Nah,
big
I've seen
forehead.
some people, and I'd be like, "Yeah, you definitely got a big forehead."
Yeah,
And they need to wear bangs. Just
yeah. That's why I
Yeah.
got this little thing. Right here. It ain't doing nothing, but that's why, sir.
you don't have a big forehead.
Yeah.
But I've seen
Time
some
we
people.
start, y'all.
I don't remember.
2:00 on the dot?
No, we kind of
Mhm.
lingered to about
Oh,
2:04.
Okay, so a few
About
minutes after.
2:05.
So, yeah. Okay, so y'all have any rapid fires today, or y'all want to get right in with the
Tisha
topic?
wanted to, interesting rapid fire.
Yeah, because I've been seeing this thing online on the YouTubes. I sound old, like old.
On the YouTubes, on the Twitters.
It's like I feel like it's a movement because it's what's the lady name? She got this like little like a 80s war hero.
forgot her name.
Shajara or whatever. But anyway, she kind of, I guess she birthed out the sizzle, and sizzle is no, it ain't sizzle. Y'all-
Razzle dazzle.
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle be mine.
That girl said, razzle dazzle. And
Sprinkle.
sizzle. Yeah, y'all definitely been sipping.
Sprinkle me, man.
Okay.
She used to love me for it.
I do. I'm from the Bay. I gotta represent.
love me for it.
Yeah, area.
And
I
that's
gotta
what we
met
should have
him.
sung top of the line Carlos Rossi on
Girl,
on
we
the
had
little
went out
birthday.
one
Last
time and she met
Top
them.
of the
Girl, she
line,
rapped that
Ryan
whole
Carlos
song for them.
Rossi.
We was hanging out with E40 and B. Was it B Legit?
You started going with Carlos Rossi, man.
E40?
We hung out. No, it wasn't E40. We
Be
was
Legit?
hanging out with Be Legit.
Okay.
At a music conference,
Uh-huh.
and they was like, "Your name Tangi?" I was like, "Yeah, like y'all song."
And she did the
Tangi.
whole
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
She been up at a house party. I want to get quiet with old Betty.
My favorite one was top of the line.
That's
Carlos
Do
Rossi.
you know some people still don't know that E40 had a song named Tangi? They don't know about none of
That
that.
was because they wasn't
Going
no real
federal,
deal fans.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my
you
favorite
didn't-
CD
Yeah,
from him.
federal.
Going federal.
Yes.
Your favorite song is Carlos Rossi?
Yes.
Mine's is
It's
Drought
extra
Season.
satisfying. 24 hours a day, you catch me driving.
Hey,
Back and forth to the liquor store buying.
Judging, cause I'm addicted with no
denying.
curve and swerve and running all into the freaking
curving.
curve. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
who don't
I
love
can't-
E4O?
Coach,
West
I
Side.
think I'm an alcoholic. Sometimes I get the chronic.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was
no,
that.
yeah,
I
that's
might have to
about-
go bump through when I get
Okay.
Mine's is
I might turn
Drought
on.
Season though.
Oh, the drought season.
Oh,
And,
yeah, that was a good one.
Don't
Mine is,
rat
I'm
head.
going federal.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going federal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that
going
was
federal.
Yeah.
Manish is good too.
Oh,
Mhm.
man.
Manish. That
Yeah.
whole going
That
federal
whole
CD
CD
was
go hard.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
And then
yeah.
the click,
Sugar
Sugar
tea.
Tea, you bring the potato
Sugar
salad.
tea,
Mm,
yeah.
bring the- what's
Girl,
that?
that was my other favorite. Yeah.
What, Sprinkle Me?
No,
Or
said
which
no,
one was Sugar Tea?
it's about to be on.
And
Damn
I
it!
I
I got Sugar
provide
Tea
the-
up in the house cooking up some potato
For the
salad.
salad. Yeah.
What song was it?
Love me. I think she love me.
Mm, yeah, what song
I
was that? We
can't
gonna have to
think
think
of
about that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah. I have to look that
Okay.
up. Go ahead.
So
What's your
now
what's
what
your
was
Okay,
rapid
so
fire?
what are y'all thoughts on the sprinkle movement? So the sprinkle movement is where it's all about the Benjamins. You ain't got no dollars, you can't holler. You ain't got no zigzag, you ain't
get
getting no
no
drag
drag.
Like
Okay.
what?
And she say like
Somebody
if it's
did their homework.
and she said like marry older if they're in our race. If they're African American, you also need to marry
older.
She say it's
older.
okay. Okay, some of her points is she says it's okay to cheat if he broke. It's not cheating if he broke. What else she say? Date older. Don't date younger.
Yeah.
Don't date
Money.
for love.
Yeah.
If you're looking for love, it's not she obviously sent the channel for you.
Yeah.
And when I be looking at the comments, it's a lot of girls that's like,
that agree.
finally somebody is speaking for me. Like, so it's serious. And then the guys on the flip end are saying drizzle, meaning they in a sophomore era where they not doing none of that, and what you bringing to the table.
Okay.
Are you making 100K?
Right.
I'm not gonna
right.
be with you if you're not making 100K.
Mm-hmm.
And my thoughts is, I think I'm concerned that it's causing like a rift between man and woman. Like, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I'm just like, I don't know, cause
it was there prior to her. I think that because you guys have been out of the dating pool for a while, you probably didn't notice it. But she has shed a bright light on it. Like,
yeah.
But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You don't know how you feel about it.
I agree with some of the stuff she said.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do, because I think for her, she feels like a man should be a man and pay all
Provide,
the bills. And
right.
But when I grew up, my mama didn't pay no bills.
Yeah.
So it's a different. I mean,
It's
it's
a
a different.
different
If you
era.
say that now, they think you out of line. But
Yeah.
my mama didn't pay not now.
Yeah.
And even when my daddy left, her boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P., he paid all them bills.
died?
Yeah.
Like,
I
Ollie
didn't know.
died.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
a side conversation. I didn't know that neither.
Yeah.
He
Maybe
died.
you told me that.
He died about a year or two ago. It was just
Okay.
recently.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
They was still
He
Yeah.
was still trying.
there? Okay.
Oh, shoot.
He was on
Oh,
free
Ollie.
forever.
But
But-
I agree with you because I mean, when I grew up, my daddy was a sole provider.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I can relate to her. You know, I can understand where she's coming from on that.
Yeah. And then, so in her mind, she like, if your man is not paying all the bills, sprinkle. That means you need to leave his ass. And I'm just like, and she's just talking about strictly husband. She's not, I don't think, well,
She talked about
She
dating.
talking about
She
dating,
touched
too.
on dating
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I remember she had a point that I love, that if you're single and dating, you need to be dating multiple people.
she said that?
Yep.
Okay.
She said you need to be dating multiple people to figure out what works for you. I agree.
And I think she's like, don't date the potential. What
Yeah.
could potential
Right.
be.
She don't
Yeah.
believe in
Yeah.
that potential.
Yeah.
She don't want to say she
Mhm.
got like bumophobia or something.
Oh,
was
dusty. No, she don't like no dusty man. Like, she got dust repellent, and you know, if she was like, if
She
a dude
crazy.
doing something,
Yeah,
show him a
she is
bill
crazy.
or something like
She
that.
say
And
it for
show
what?
him a bill. That's a dust repellent. Like, if you show him a bill. But I mean, do you think that she's steering women in the right direction though? On some things or all things? On some things I agree with.
Some things, what I have heard, I do agree with some things, but I still feel like a woman should come with her own. Like, don't rely solely on a man
Right.
to be your
Right.
sole provider.
Right.
Like, you still need to,
right. Yes.
yeah,
Going to
you
the other
still.
She's going to the other.
Oh,
Was she just being nosy?
I don't know. It behooves
Pause.
me. Yeah, I don't know because
because you know we in her. Don't it say on what is it?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
my thing is, if you go in there,
Okay.
go there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, we go.
She'll,
Okay.
she can hear us. She'll know.
Okay.
Okay. We can start
Um,
again at
back on.
2:16. Okay, you said what was your point?
A woman should come home.
Well, yeah, I still feel like a woman should come with her things. Like, don't come to the table with you need to have something to bring to the table. Don't just rely solely on what a man can do. But yeah, you do want your man to be able to be on his, be about his business.
Yeah.
But I feel like, well, she does practice that too for a woman to still. But it seemed like she want the woman to come as she is, and then the man build her up
Yes.
to start her business. But
Well,
every
financially, because emotionally, she said, "Come home."
okay, but
She did say
financially,
come
what's wrong with a woman coming to the table? I feel like you may have some men who are have dreams and aspirations who are working on that. So that man in that position, she's basically saying he don't need to be dating. He need to be focused on. But what if he meet that woman at that, you know what I'm saying, at that period of time?
I agree with her.
Well, no, yeah, he does need to be, focusing on his goals. But I'm saying, why can't a woman grow with him? You have
Okay.
some situations where women, like, she's about her business, she's going to school or, trying to build her business up. He can be trying to do the same
Yeah.
thing and they do it together.
Yeah.
Like, she don't necessarily have to meet him when he's
Yeah,
at
already
that
there.
point. Like, he
when
don't
he's
have
arrived,
to wait
yeah.
because he may run into this woman and they have a good vibe going. And why should he miss out on that opportunity?
Like the alimony movie. What's the movie called?
Acrimony.
She regretted
Acrimony.
that. So you saying, well, she held him down too long. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
well,
You think so?
if I was in her shoes, I would have been tired too. She was. I mean, the house was going in foreclosure, and it was just a lot
Well,
going
see,
on.
that was different. But yeah, I'm saying, like, say if a woman meet a man, he's working a regular 9 to 5, but he's also pursuing, like, going to school. He's
doing something.
He's trying to
You see the plan.
you can see it moving forward. You can see it in
Right,
action taking
right.
place.
Right.
Then there's nothing wrong with him running into a woman and saying, wanting to go out on a date, and if it, go further than that, then hey,
I agree.
he shouldn't have to put his dating life on hold just because he's not financially stable at the moment, or just all the way ready to, I mean,
well, I think that depends on the age.
it does. It's a lot of factors involved in that.
Say,
It
for
is.
example, like a young girl, like say your daughter age,
Mhm.
19, what they,
Mhm.
19, 18,
20. Yeah,
20.
she's
Okay,
20. Mhm.
that's baby. To me, 20
Yeah.
is, that's a baby.
Mhm.
So it's like, for that, you meet somebody in college, y'all chasing the
Right.
dream together.
Yeah.
But if I'm established and I'm a CEO and you saying, baby, I'm still going to medical license school and you 54, I mean,
Yes.
it just depends. I can see how it kind of be like, well, baby, what are we doing here? So
Mhm.
maybe you got to have a spirit of discernment on that. Maybe everybody else going to be like, girl, you should leave him, but something,
Yeah.
maybe something in you be like, no, y'all, I can feel it. I don't know,
Right.
but.
Well, I see. She even tell the young girls the same thing though. She tell the young girls to get you an older man.
She say, don't
And
date broke at all. She said,
Yeah,
broke
don't
man
date
shouldn't-
broke at all.
Don't date broke at all. She's saying if the man ain't got enough money to cover it, then leave him be. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
But then it's like, what if a girl sitting there listening to that and they go home and leave their man? Like, them women in the comments, they really be hyped. Like, finally.
She got me hyped.
She like, she ain't saying nothing wrong.
I do have some disagreements, but
Yeah.
What's your disagreements with her?
I agree with Summer, so that would be my disagreement. I think that y'all know my pastor is Dr. Tony Evans, and he met Lois on his way up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do think there's nothing wrong with a man if you have a vision and you're a woman. But in her defense, I think she was talking to women who want to be stay-at-home moms, because she say that all the time. She said, if that's what you want to be, if you want to be a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
She's putting that caveat on there. And I haven't listened to all of her episodes to
Yeah.
know if she's talking about the masses or she's talking
Mhm.
about this group. But I do think that if you're a woman and you meet a guy who has a vision or dreams, and not just have them chasing them, pursuing them, actively pursuing them, I don't think there's nothing wrong with you guys building together.
Yeah.
My objection, I think my biggest thing is it almost comes across like love or feelings or emotions, it shouldn't have anything to do with it.
It's all about
And
the
my
money.
biggest contradiction, or this, like, I think for me, is when she's like, a man should have multiple streams of income all the time. I agree 100% with her.
Yeah.
I think for me, where the line is not recognizing, she's like, if something happened, he needs to have multiple streams of income. But the one factor that people can't count on is God. If he in a Job moment, I don't care how many streams of income he got.
Right.
Going
If he
through
in
a
a
season.
Job moment, he
Exactly.
gonna lose it all.
Yeah.
And so if you're not a woman that has some stick 'em to you, and you okay, like you said, a woman that has her own, I wouldn't leave my man like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You're called to be a helpmate. So
Right.
when he falls, if you have your own as a woman, it's like, we're good, baby.
Right.
You can
Y'all
fall,
will be
we're
secure.
good. We're
Yeah.
secure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when she says she does not marry for love, she tells him, do not marry for love. What the heck love got to do with it?
I agree.
You do agree with that now?
Yes. No, I agree with that part. What's love
now
got to do with it?
meaning, did you agree with it in your marriage, or you agree with it now looking back?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think, that's a loaded question, because you got to watch what you ask for.
Yeah.
Sometimes if God send you a man and you marry for money alone, now he out cheating every other week. And what you don't count on sometimes is that eventually your heart does follow. Even if you initially married him for the money only,
Right.
how do you as a woman not fall for a mate? Because let's be honest, you learn to love your mate over time. You're not as in love with them on day one as you are by year 5.
Right.
As y'all grow together, y'all fall
More
in and out
in
of
and
love,
out of
with
love.
with
Yeah.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you would have to be a cold, calculated, vindictive woman for 10 years to go by. And initially I married him for money. But now 10 years later, ain't no love. Eventually your heart gonna follow. So, I mean.
But so I feel like Yeah. Well, even if you're marrying for money, I feel like it has to be some kind of love there too. Like you can't just initially marry for money. I mean, I wouldn't want to.
I tried it, and they will cheat. And then you looking
But they'll
like
cheat regardless if they got money, if
But-
it's for love or whatever.
true, but it's
case.
like, well, you asked for money. You said you didn't want love. You didn't care about that. I'm taking care
Well, that's
of you.
what I'm saying. So you agree that love don't have to be a part of it? That's what I'm saying. Like
That's what she's saying.
for me,
She's
love
saying
has
is
to be.
gone. Love don't live here.
No,
No, I'm
love
saying-
is not.
No,
I mean,
I'm saying
you saying
it's love,
love
a
don't
factor.
matter no
love
more.
It's love a factor when you're getting married. Not it doesn't have to be the main factor, but do you want to have you should have
This
some
is a
kind of
walking
love for 'em.
contradiction for me, and let me tell you why.
Mhm.
I don't think love. What's love got to do with it? I agree, but I also think watch what you ask for, because if you only marry for money and that's all you care about, it is all that matters for me. What's love got to do with it? But now it's like, well, you shouldn't care if he's cheating, right? Or doing whatever he doing, because you didn't marry for
that.
love. You
Yeah.
asked for money. Watch what you asked for. You got money.
Right.
He may not care about you. He may not be sympathetic. He might not be
Mhm.
attentive or even talk to you, but you
Right.
got money. So although for me, what's love got to do with it? On one hand, yes, but on another hand, watch what you ask for.
Mm.
I think to each his own. I think as women, you gotta decide where you are in life and what you need. Cause somebody 60 or 80 and been married a few times and in a poverty situation, she might not care about love. She might just need the financial. I'm on my way out. I need a man to pay these bills.
Or then an older woman, she just may want the companionship.
It depends on where you
or
are and what
man.
you need in that
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah.
Some women, like you said, some older women might be financial, they might be stable and all
just
they
want to
need.
have somebody there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong to not marry. I don't think it's wrong to marry not for love. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not wrong because it's not mandatory to love your husband. It's
Right.
not. It's just so what we want. Our flesh is
Right.
we are like a world of people of feeling. So we want to feel like I want to feel good. I
Right.
want to love you when you walk in. I want to get the warm and fuzzies.
So what do you think? What do you think people should marry for? If love
No,
shouldn't
if
be.
you want to marry for
Ooh.
love, that's fine. But I'm saying if a woman say I don't want to marry for love, I just want to marry to be fruitful and multiply, she not wrong for that either. If a man say I want to marry because I want to carry on my last name, he not wrong for that either.
Mhm.
But I know for me, I'm gonna want to love you, but that's because I'm flesh. Like that's my feeling. But if I want to go biblical. Biblically, it's not required.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not required to
Right,
love.
to
He never
love.
said. He said be submissive and honor, and what some other stuff.
I think you should marry for sacrifice. That's just me personally. I think you should. I agree with you 100%. It's not biblically. It's not required for a woman to love a man.
But you should honor that man. So that
you should honor and
yeah.
respect him. That's
Right.
different.
So
Yeah.
that's maybe more important than love because
Yeah.
I can love you and not respect.
Right.
You know what I'm
Have
saying?
any
So-
respect. Yeah.
Right. So
I
maybe
think proper love produces the proper response. So I think when you meet a man who loves you as a woman, your response is going to be to love him back properly, to respect him, to honor him.
So do you feel like attraction has to
What
have to
attraction
be there?
has to? She says no. I say yes. I can. Here's my thing.
She
I
did
can-
say it.
She say no.
She said,
I
"I'll do
say
the
yes,
thing."
but only because in my mind, and this is a reach, but this is kind of how I feel. If you only marrying for love, it's kind of like you're marrying for the love of money, and I don't ever want that to be the root of anything for me. I don't want to love money that much to where I put asunder a lot of things just to get mammon.
Right.
I don't want to do that. But I do think as a society, we should marry for sacrifice. I think you shouldn't marry somebody until you say, oh, I'm going to marry Tisha because I can give her blah, blah, blah and do this for her and upgrade her life. And then Tisha in turns go, well, I'm going to marry Tangi because I see a need here and I can feel that. Marriage is not about what you can get. It's about what you can give. That's why they took multiple wives back in the day, because they needed somewhere to stay. They were an outcast, and men took them into their homes.
Right.
It was something they could provide for them. So that's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah.
What you think?
Which part?
Would you marry somebody that you didn't love, or no? You said no because
I don't know if I could because of how I'm wired now. But if we were back in the day, then absolutely. First off, we're the only, I think, culture that does, like,
They arrange
Asian,
marriages. Yeah, they have
now
them
that I've
already.
been doing weddings and with the flowers, these people, this is what it's going to be.
Yep.
You're going to marry this man.
Yep.
You're going to have kids. You're going to build wealth. We're the only
Yeah.
ones that be like, I
Married
don't
for
know how you wake
love.
up in the morning and
Yeah.
I don't like this. And baby, who gives a damn?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so, I mean, sometimes you got to figure out, like, why are we so,
Caught
we got
up.
too many
then,
options.
I mean, but you on the point that you were making, sometimes even through time, sometimes sometimes you never grow love for a person if it's a situation like that. I would think because
yeah.
But how do you not? Because love is not a feeling; it's a sacrifice.
But I just look at those relationships where you will have I'm gonna just say, use this as an example, a woman who loved this man, do everything in her power to keep this man. She do everything that a man would love to do, but this man never fully grow love for her like that. You know what I'm saying? He's still out doing whatever, and no matter how much, like if the love is not there, the attraction and love is not there, like even time won't be able.
I think there's a difference
to-
between passion and love.
Mhm.
Because love is not a feeling, it's a sacrifice. Love is a sacrifice. For God so loved the world that he gave something. So love is what you can give. You measure that by what you can give to a person. I think that for us, it's like, oh, I feel love.
So you don't feel like it's a treatment, like how you treat a person? Is it based on that?
I
like
think
respect and all of that?
I think that if a man is sacrificing for his wife, paying the bills, coming home, that's love because he's sacrificing for
I
her.
agree.
It don't have
I
anything.
agree.
Now he might not have a passion for her.
Mhm.
He might not have a desire for her. He might not see her as beautiful, but does he love her? Yes.
Well,
Do
I'm
you-
just saying. I'm sorry. I'm just saying those situations where the man is doing the total opposite, and the woman, and she's doing everything that a woman doing all her womanly duties or whatever men consider to be womanly duties, cleaning
As a
cooking,
wife?
as a wife, but he's still staying out, still barely providing or whatever the case may be.
Then I-
Even no
I
matter
agree
how
with-
long they've been together, he's never. You know,
And I agree.
never
And
coming
I
through.
agree
So where's the
100%
love
then
through
with-
that time?
With sprinkle.
I agree
Regardless.
with sprinkle because
Yeah.
at that point she says that you need to learn to love yourself. And women, if you don't love yourself, get off my channel. I'm not even talking to you. Go love yourself first.
Do you
Go
okay.
learn to love yourself first.
Yeah, right. She
Mhm,
says,
that's
y'all,
true.
some of y'all are too sensitive. Y'all still trying to make it work with something that shouldn't
Yeah.
Yeah,
be.
if you don't
Come
love
back to my
yourself, that's a woman
station
that
when
don't love
you're
you.
ready.
you're yeah.
So, do y'all agree that they should be the sole provider, the man? Even though we know that that's
No.
how it used to be?
No,
Okay, you don't think that no more.
I've never thought that.
You don't think it's good? You don't?
No,
So you don't think the man should pay all the bills?
I don't think the man should pay all the bills.
Okay.
Are you saying literally every single thing?
Well, no.
Or-
Well, I'm just
I
based
feel
off
like
of
the
her.
man should pay the majority of the
Let
bills.
me give.
I feel like every situation is different, but at least he needs to be bringing something to the table. Like I said, all situations are different, and it depends on your finances. But if you have two people working together,
Uh-huh.
then whatever works for y'all.
This
You know
is
what I'm
why I
saying?
say that. Let me give my viewpoint for people think I want to take care of a man
Okay.
because we've been here before. When I say no, I don't think a man should be a sole provider. I want a partner, not a provider.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in that day where we need a provider anymore. Back in biblical days, you needed a provider. A woman couldn't be out in public on her own. She had to go from her dad's house to her husband's house. She couldn't make her own keep. She couldn't have her own money. You needed a provider. We are not in that day where I need a provider.
So is it the wording?
Well, no, it's the wording and the thing, because
Okay.
here's my take on it.
Mhm.
If I got a husband right now and he got $5 million, we got $5 million, I don't need you to pay bills from our accounts.
Mhm.
I don't want you to pay all the bills, because I hear women go, he pay all the bills. Ain't it your money? You can't pay all my bills, because the minute you got $5 million in a bank account, I'm tapping into my bank account to pay the bills. I feel like sometimes women will go, well, he pay all the bills. That means y'all have two separate accounts, and so he pay all y'all's bills. And if it works for you, good. But for me,
So your money is his money.
and his money is my money. So you
Okay.
you can't pay all my
So
bills.
y'all are
Okay.
You can't pay all my bills because that's my
So
money.
you're saying it's all one anyway. So
It's
you
all- it's
can't
all
even
my money.
determine what's
No.
your money or y'all money?
It's all It's
That
all of.
part.
If it was the other way
So
around,
it's all of y'all.
our money. If I had $5 million and he had 3, he
Right.
just became a $8 millionaire. Like
Right,
it's
right.
all of our
Yeah.
money. So I don't need a man to go, oh, you keep all your money and I'm gonna pay all the bills. No,
So
because
you
you're
would
not doing
never
me any
want to be a
favors.
housewife then?
No,
Okay, you don't find that interesting at all.
no.
Okay.
Why you do?
Oh hell yeah.
Being a housewife.
Heck yeah, go give me the apron. I ain't got no problem with it at
What-
all.
You would be the housewife.
I would be a housewife.
no
now.
job.
So
Since
you
as
wouldn't want to
independent
have
as you are.
no
Exactly.
income coming in, no source of income coming in for yourself.
I-
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, I would-
with
Because
the
you
way-
ambitious.
I mean, look, if I maybe would do something on the side. But when I
Yeah.
say a housewife, meaning in the sense of,
Oh,
okay, I don't. I think that we've made housewife and seem like, oh, housewife. It is nothing wrong with caring for your household and doing. That's a beautiful thing.
Do y'all feel like women get a different type of treatment when she's a housewife versus working
No.
out in the
I think some
real
men,
world?
the men that I've met here recently, they want a woman to be a housewife.
They don't want you to be a
They-
boss
yeah,
chick.
They like
That
that.
turns them off. They like you doing too much.
Yep, they like that. They want
That
you
why do
very
you
feminist,
think
quick.
that
feminist
is?
stuff, they don't like that.
Controlling. For me,
You think that's what it is?
I think they want to control things.
I don't. I just think that it's the natural order of the way a man has always. I think it's
I think
almost
that
like
should be the natural order.
yeah, it's the
But I
natural
think
order.
we've gotten away from
Yeah.
that.
The natural order thing
I don't think I don't know if some men nowadays can handle.
because they're
That
not
order.
built for. They're not. I don't think they're built for that.
I don't think a lot of men in today's time got the financial backing to let me sit at home and not bring nothing to the table. You must be talking
That
about a
part
high
the most,
quality
yeah.
grade of man. You got to have a certain amount of income because the minute
Mm-hmm.
I'm a housewife and you tell me I can't get my nails done or my hair, like we finna have a problem. Well, I pay these
Mhm.
bills. Okay, I'm gonna have a problem.
Okay.
The girl said, "Okay, I don't care." I don't think it's just control. And I hear that it's the natural order, and some men do feel a certain gratification to be the man of the household. But I have too many of my own dreams and goals and aspirations.
You can have them. But
I
I'm
guess they
saying,
can have
like, when you think about it, the way we design, it's just like how we would say, I can't be a man now because the way I'm designed as a woman, the way he built me, I'm going to have those woman intuition.
Are you saying like as a housewife meaning this? Because we might be on the same page.
we talking about old school housewives.
Yeah, you talking about old school, you talking about modern housewife where I got my own things going on over here, but I really don't have to do that because Bay handles everything and he got all the money.
Like
now
I would
if
do
I
flowers. Like he was
Okay,
looking at my
yes,
flowers
yes.
like
That's
a
what-
hobby.
yes.
Now I could be a housewife, but still have. I still want some kind of source of
Yeah.
income.
Oh yeah.
Coming
Yes.
in.
Yeah,
for
because my mama
myself.
always told me
I don't
you
want to have
always
to add.
yeah.
Like,
Yes.
babe, do we have enough money to? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to know that I'm contributing, and I can take my little.
I don't have to know I'm
Something.
contributing, but
No, I'm saying contributing as in like on. Like you said, if you want your nails, I don't want to have to be
Oh, no,
always
yeah.
having to go to him because although we may have the same bank account or whatever, but I want some of my money to be coming into that.
Okay,
Yes.
so maybe I should say like I really admired my mom's setup, minus the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like she had a part-time job. All her money went to the bank account.
Yeah.
She bought groceries. That was it.
Mhm.
Daddy
Oh, yeah.
Daddy paid the mortgage, the lights,
Yeah.
everything. And then
Yeah.
when by the time they
Yes.
separated, she wasn't tripping because she stacked.
And that's the key right there. So I agree. Now
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like old school housewife where you don't have nothing.
Oh no.
And so if he leave his money go
You
with
looking
him and
crazy.
you looking stupid. No, I'm
No.
not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That housewife,
Mhm.
yes. Give me the apron.
Yeah,
next to
she was
hers.
making like $6 an hour back then,
Yeah.
which barely minimum wage, but it didn't
Mhm.
matter because he paid all the.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that.
I'm gonna tell you
Sprinkle,
something else I
sprinkle,
don't
excuse
really. So you would you team sprinkle.
No.
I'm gonna tell you something else I disagree with.
Mhm.
with sprinkle.
No, I don't want to make it about her.
I mean with the concept.
The concept, yeah.
Mhm.
She said I just said not her. One of her statements was somebody in a like audience asked her, "What would you tell your sons?"
Mhm.
And she was like, "The same thing. Have multiple streams of income." I don't know that I would want my son to look for a woman with that mentality. I don't. That girl say, "Well, I
So it's good when it's beneficial for you, but when it's looking when it's
no,
just-
I I'm saying I agree with her that love should not be the reason why you marry, but it's a contradiction because I also feel like I wouldn't want my sons to choose a woman that
Who
all
only
she
married
wants
him
for
his
money. Yes,
absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
love is not.
That's why I say this probably on every episode, but balance is key to everything. I think you need balance for everything.
Yeah.
So
Like-
would you tell your son pay them bills? If the girlfriend came and said, I'll pay all
I
these
want my
bills,
man to-
would you tell your son like you need to pay all those bills?
It
Even-
depends on where he's at financially.
Okay.
So if he's working, if he's working, if he has making some good money, be a man and pay them bills.
No, I mean, you said depends on where. So what if he wasn't? Could she keep paying all the bills?
No. If
Oh.
he's not, like if he's working a regular 9-to-5 job,
Yeah.
then you need a partner who's going to help you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not gonna be paying all the bills and she
Sitting
not
at home
working.
filing her nails.
Right. She
Right.
needs to
Pig
be
Bundy.
yes, y'all
Yeah,
need to
right.
be have a partnership there.
Okay, I agree.
But if he's making good money and pay them bills, son.
Mhm.
You a man. Mama, we raising you to be a stand-up guy, a man.
That's good.
But make sure you get somebody who's not just for your
Just
money.
trying to suck you dry.
Right. Absolutely.
Been listening to all that sprinkle talk.
Yes,
And they come in there trying to
Babe,
get some dust.
Gang, you better recognize.
I do like that she say like, women are the prize. Women, you got to know your worth, and you got to know that you're the
absolutely.
prize. Because in today's time, men are like, I'm the prize. I'm the man. You got to like, men are starting
Yeah.
that
We
with
didn't
that.
get to that part.
Yeah.
Drizzle.
But that's the opposite
Men is
side
on
of
that
it.
whole.
Yeah.
I'm the prize, and if you won't chase me, another
They
woman
require
will.
as women how much you got to make a certain amount of money. When men start asking for women to make a certain amount of money,
Because I'm not gonna take care of you with it,
Oh.
Yeah,
so it's
like,
irrelevant.
100,000 and drizzle. I'm like, what the hell is this about?
Oh, so they basically they want the same thing she wants.
Right,
But as a
exactly.
woman,
And that's what
from
I
a
love
woman.
about her. Men are becoming so feminized, like they really
They
are
tapping
becoming.
in real.
And here's
real,
what I don't
they
like.
tapping too much into their
They
feminine
are, and
energy.
it's like you getting on to women about these women walking around here acting like men. Well, I guess we got to
You
if y'all
have
gonna be the
to.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all gonna be the
y'all
women, I
drizzling.
guess we gotta.
Again,
Yeah.
'Cause what
balance.
you-
When you have a man and a woman, and that's just law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the man is not holding up his part, the woman is going to tap into her masculinity.
Yep.
Vice
That's so
versa.
true.
That's just law.
It was.
She said,
For
she said, I
real.
dropped the mic.
I'm
That's
just
why-
watching
saying
this-
that is,
I was watching this
for
guy the
real.
other day, and he was like, "Men, if you're not getting it from your woman, it's because she don't respect you. It's something you're not doing on your man end that's
True.
causing that woman
Absolutely.
to tap into more masculine side of things, and she's not respecting you.
Right.
You need to find out where you're lacking at as a man to get that respect
Yeah.
back. Because a woman don't lay down with nothing she don't
That's true.
respect.
And one thing about it, a woman is going to be very submissive to a man when she feel like he's
Yep.
Giving-
That's why
you know
I
what I'm
said proper
saying? She
love.
gon-
Yep.
yes.
Produces
She
the
gonna
right
do
That's
it.
that
I don't. You ain't got
balance.
to
Yeah,
worry
you ain't
about
gotta-
it.
you ain't gotta
balance.
try
You
to
ain't
do
gotta
it.
try
Yeah.
to. You ain't.
She
you
gonna
don't
be
have to
running
try-
around there, clean up,
Okay.
apron
Yes.
on. And,
Yes.
yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
If she's smart.
That's what I say. I feel like if a man is doing that or chasing God, because there's nothing like a man to me. If you chasing God, I'd be like, ooh, look at
Mhm.
him.
Right.
Look at
right.
him working on his heart and soul. And
Okay.
mind.
He coming a door. Just leave.
What?
What you say? Heart, soul, and mind.
Yes, like
Yeah.
I love that. Like
Yeah.
I guess everybody got something different that they love, but yeah.
Mhm.
I know, I'm just listening.
Okay. Are we
Yeah.
y'all?
I'm-
Are we
Yeah,
sprinkling
I'm
and
trying to
drizzling?
think. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Women don't be
bottom
out here
line,
chasing
she,
men.
She got some good.
Yeah, she got
She
some
makes
good
some good
points.
points.
Yeah, women
Yeah.
don't be out here chasing men.
She
know
got some
your
good
worth,
points,
know
but
your
she,
value.
she at
Yeah.
the same time don't ruin that little college girl's heart who met her college. They in love and they want to build
And
together.
they both
here-
strive.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
striving, and then they over here, and then she looking at him Monday saying, "You sprinkle." And it's like, what
Okay.
happened, babe? I thought we
Yeah.
were
Right,
going
because I'm
together.
gonna give a key example. Corey is young, and
Mhm.
her, the guy she dates is young,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes really good care of her,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and he's faithful to her, and he loves her,
Yeah.
and she's a part of the family. They take her on vacations. I'm talking about Mexico.
Yeah.
It's all paid for. She don't have to do nothing. Corey is well provided
Yeah.
for. She's,
what's up.
still in college, getting her RN and stuff, and she has a job, but
Mhm.
they're both young. So I
Yeah.
can't say it's always you got to get an old
Get
man.
him when
Right.
he's
Well,
at his. Yeah.
I guess I just prove sprinkle right though, because he ain't black.
Oh yeah,
She said if he's young, he got to be
Yeah.
outside of our race.
Yeah.
He's not.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what she say? He
Yeah.
gotta be outside the
He
race.
not
Yeah,
black,
she said
but-
black men, no, not young.
But she do have a good white man,
Mhm.
and he's handsome, and he takes very good care
Yeah.
of her. I love him for her.
Really?
He'll
Yeah.
take good care of her. She wants for nothing. She be calling
Yeah.
like, "Hey, do you need anything? I got extra money." I'm like,
Uh-uh.
no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they're
She's
young.
Is she in college? Is he in college too?
He like a girl. He like a manager over his company or something already.
Oh, okay.
He's ambitious.
And then how old is he?
They're the same
The
age.
same age.
Whatever that
Yes.
is. Whatever.
So
however
his
much-
parents
Yeah.
are ambitious as well. Is
Yes.
okay. So
his
it's just
dad
kinda
owns like a
generation for
medical center.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So whatever age my daughter is, that's how old he is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went to school together.
Yeah.
They went to high school together. And yeah.
But I mean, they were young, you know,
Yep.
and so they
And they
are
lived-
still
yep.
growing together. So
Yep. They're
Yeah.
growing together.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
And but now we're not gonna put out. Now I'm not gonna agree with her on the black, like the the race, because you have some black guys who are doing it the same, who could
Yeah.
be able to do that, like Corey situation too.
yeah.
right,
But I mean, I don't know what the percentage is.
One.
right. Damn, Ted, you
I'm
can
just I'm just
saying.
JK,
I'm just
JK.
saying we gon'
HAHA. LOL. No. No, I think there's some strong black young
yeah,
brothers
it's some
who-
strong.
Cause I had
especially
some
coming
good,
up
yeah,
that can grow with their
Yeah, so
young woman.
good young black brothers when I dated when we were younger. I had some good black men.
Yeah,
not
that-
all of them were,
Right,
yeah,
right. Yeah.
guys out there.
I
Little
think
phrase,
you know what I'm gonna say. This is gonna be my wrap up. I think as a woman, when you know yourself and you know your worth, y'all tipsy, y'all both, y'all out of there.
No, we're
I
not.
think as a woman, when you know yourself and you know your worth, I think it'll make you choose different. I think if you low and you see yourself low,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna choose low.
Most definitely.
Yep. I think
Most
when you know your
definitely.
worth, you'll step up.
That's true.
Yeah. What y'all laughing at?
I'm not. I was thinking.
The time.
I need to step up. You're right.
The time is 2:45.
What time we start?
At 2:04.
No, we didn't.
Girl,
Yes, we
shut the
did.
front door.
So I laughed.
We start like at
Uh,
2:15.
Maybe
I don't know. We
2:15.
supposed to be on our. We didn't even get to our
alien's
topic.
supposed to be long.
Yep, it is.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into
I
it.
don't think that's not gonna be long. They're gonna be hollering. Y'all
Yeah.
should have dug deep on that.
Yeah.
Y'all just brush
Yeah.
past that because that's gonna be like what 15 minutes.
Let's dig into
What, for
it.
aliens?
Yeah.
So our next topic, yeah,
So you-
aliens. Y'all want to dig into it?
I mean,
We might can do a to be continued. We might can do a TBC.
Yeah, we can. We can always.
Or what you want to do?
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to be like y'all should have, because I know I get that a lot. I wish I would have went a little deeper on that and not
Okay,
brush
so
past
y'all
it.
want to do another rapid fire?
Or we
Or
can.
y'all want to get into aliens? Y'all think we have enough
What time we
for
start again?
aliens? We started. Okay, let's say we started at 2:15. It's already 2:50.
Girl, I'm
pretty much.
So we got 30 minutes left. Cause it's 2:45, and then we would end at 3:15. So we got 30 minutes left.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all think we can do it in 30
Yeah,
minutes?
then maybe
Yeah.
we can do if we got
If
something else. We
need
can do
to,
rapid fire.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't do the Black History, but we can do that after.
Crap.
Okay.
How we go to the Black History?
5 minutes at the end, y'all. 5 minutes at the end. Bear with us. So our next topic is aliens. Do you believe in aliens or some kind of other life form that's
Mhm.
out there?
Yeah. What you think?
You want to start with? I was just going to say that.
So I do believe that there are other different life forms, like you said, out in the universe. I feel like they do. So the law of the universe is that they have to show us, they have to tell us some kind of way. And so I think they do put things in movies or whatever, just trying to give us a little, that's their way of revealing it to us without actually telling us.
Right.
And so, growing up back in the day, you used to hear like people having different experiences or whatever. And back then you was like, okay, they tripping, they crazy or whatever. But as I've gotten older, I mean, I think it's just so much in the universe and the world that we just don't know about, and so many different beings. And so,
Do you think that they're that they exist on our platform or just in like on another, like in space or in another area, or
So-
another dimension?
I'm not sure if they exist on our platform, but I feel, okay, so I did do a little research because I know you had said that you don't believe that the grays, so the ones that they show us on TV or whatever are called the grays.
Okay.
And so
The little 4-foot ones, that's gray. With the little eyes.
And so actually, I'm gonna see where. So there was a treaty made with one of the presidents. Was it Eisenhower?
Eisenhower.
Dwight Eisenhower. He did the 34th president. He made a treaty. It said that he made a treaty with the Greys or whatever, and it was basically so that they can get certain weapons or whatever from them, like different
their technology.
Yeah, more technology, and so they got the technology, and they allowed the aliens to be able to do like abductions or whatever, but with this treaty, they're not supposed to be able to harm them. They're really not supposed to remember their experience. And they also have they have to provide them with a list of names or whatever the case may be. So, and then it was, while doing the research, it was a husband and wife. They had an experience. And so during this experience, the lady, she was basically saying how, she described like the star system, what she saw or whatever. And so that's what by her being so detailed, they were actually able to find the actual star system. But I don't know if it was actually them like in this realm or if they were just projecting themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how that works. But I do believe that there are aliens out there, different creatures.
You think it's different
species,
races of aliens.
Different races
and
of
so
aliens.
You think they commute from where? Like, where do you think they coming from? You think they coming from space, or you think they're here underground?
I'm not sure where they're coming from. I feel like this universe is so, who knows?
Who knows where they tapping
Who knows
from?
where they're coming from? If they coming from the water, like I don't know where they coming from, but. And then they always talking about this mothership. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the mothership. And so it actually, I don't know, certain people been spotting like the mothership. Like they basically saying the clouds, and they put all this stuff in the chemtrails and everything to be trying to cover up like certain things or whatever. So we can't really see it.
What's going on?
But they say this mothership been here in this realm.
That makes me wonder why What's-His-Face made that movie. What's the dude that made Get Out? And then he made Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope was pretty much about the mothership. Have y'all seen Nope?
I don't know if I've seen Nope.
Who was talking about? Peel?
He had the movie Nope with Kiki and what's the dark guy name?
It started with Kato. Wasn't it like Knope?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. It was about the mothership, though.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the country, and the mothership kept coming, hovering around them.
Right. Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff go in the desert or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you believe that there's another like extraterrestrials?
I think three things. I think that I've been out this mic the whole
Me
day.
too. Me too. I think I have
I'm
too.
probably,
Except when I get passionate and start screaming. And then and jab.
it's my money.
Okay. And I want it now.
It's my $5 million. It's okay.
You know what you care about.
I think,
Then it's aliens, and I'm
how he gonna pay my bill? It's our money. It's like, girl, no, that's why aliens.
Yeah. Then I'm sitting over here like this when it's aliens. But when it came to that money,
But then
baby.
she's like, yeah. And he should have laid down with her. Child support.
What you think about aliens?
My bad.
Oh my gosh, y'all
You
are
can tell
teasing.
somebody passed,
Right?
Okay, for real.
So
I believe. Okay, so I'm gonna say aliens just for like conversation, but I think that I think they're demons.
Ooh.
But I think but I'm just saying for the sake of the conversation, I'll say they're
Yeah.
aliens because
They're
like
foreign.
right, they're foreign. Yeah, juvenile. If you're far away from your home, use an
Yeah.
alien. 400 degrees. That's bottom line. So, yeah, I think that they're. I for one think that they're here, and I think they masquerade
Like living amongst us
I think they're living amongst us.
covertly.
Mhm.
I think that they're with the government. They're working with the government. This guy who I used to research all the time. His name was Phil Schneider. He used to be like on a high level of the government. He was a whistleblower,
Okay.
and he was like high level, like
Mhm.
loved his country till he had to go underground one day and fight a war. He thinking he fighting terrorists, and he was like it was aliens. And so his hand is kind of deformed. He said they had like special equipment to like the stuff they have.
Mhm.
We would never.
They're way advanced. We wouldn't even think.
If
about
you just think about the stuff that we have, where is it coming from?
Mhm.
I don't think man is that smart. We're
Right.
smart, but we're not that smart. And I'm gonna go one step further. I even think that's where IVF came from, because a lot of these aliens they dissect the body. They don't have a sexual organ or anything, so
Right.
they're kind of putting things in you. Like a lot of people have had testimonies of going somewhere and doing this and that. But then at the same time, I've researched to where the government, you think you're dealing with an alien, and the government has created something. So I think there's different fragments of it. Like there's
Okay.
aliens, and I think they're demons, but you can call them aliens, whatever. But then I think that the government has also did what you call reverse engineering, where they'll get something, break it all apart, and then recreate that.
Mhm.
So I don't even know if grays are really grays, or if they're created. Because a
Okay.
lot of these aliens, I think they look like you and I.
Yeah.
I don't think that they are. That's why they're able to masquerade as familiar spirits.
Mhm.
Because a lot of
Okay.
people who've been abducted, they all say that they thought that person was family. Like they'll somehow think they're talking to a dead aunt,
Sorted. Okay.
and they're getting comfortable, and it's like, well, that sounds like a familiar spirit to me.
Yeah.
But I think they're underground, living amongst us, and I think they're underwater because we've only tapped into 5% of the water.
Mhm.
So that leaves 95% of the water.
Right. That you. Well, some of it is you like you're banned off. You can't like certain areas you can't even go to.
You can't
even
even go-
if you try
right.
to. So especially like when it comes to like is it Antarctica? No, wait.
Yeah, Antarctica.
Antarctica, yeah.
And that's where a lot of those missing kids, I think that's where they be going. Where these I think the
They
government takes
probably
these
have a
missing
whole
kids.
little underworld up under there in the water.
Yeah.
What
But
you-
this guy, oh, go ahead, Tangie.
No, I want you to
This
finish.
guy named Bob Lazar, who he was well known in the 80s, but he whistleblowed on he used to be like high level on Area 51. Then spaceship crashed or whatever, UFO crashed or whatever. He dissected it. They did everything about it. He was like, it was nothing in it but like seats made for like a 3-4 footer. But there was no equipment,
Right,
so
right.
just imagine going somewhere and you're just sitting.
Yeah.
So how is it?
Right.
How
right.
is it? I mean, and he's been proven, nobody's been able to debunk him really. Like he's had the same story since the 80s and stuff. But like I go back and listen to old interviews because now the internet is like so watered down. You don't know
can't
what's
tell
real and what's
what.
not.
Right.
So when I'm researching something, I like to go back to like the 80s when they had nothing. They
First
was not doing
started.
it for the clout. They was
Yeah.
just like, look, man, this is
really
what I saw up
trying
in there.
to right.
So that makes me wonder how are these UFOs maneuvering? If there's nothing in this is just this UFO, there was nothing in it but a seat. So is it done telepathically?
Okay. Well, even like with Eisenhower, they said that he wasn't physically there. Like he projected, like they
That's why I
projected
said
himself, or I don't
they
know.
holograms, so to speak.
Some form, yeah. I don't know if it was the alien projected or one way or the
But see,
other.
they show you that stuff in movies all the time. Where you
So they have to reveal the truth.
at a-
But even Young Pharaoh, he claimed, Young Pharaoh. I know you probably.
I like
Okay, Young Pharaoh.
Uh-huh.
He said he had an experience. Excuse me. He had an experience where he was pretty much abducted or whatever. He said that the aliens basically was telling him that they was not there to harm him. They were speaking to him through what is it?
Yeah.
Telepathically.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And he said that they was working on his 33 vertebrae. And he said that it was a sensation, like it didn't hurt, but he could just feel it. It was uncomfortable, and they reassured him, like, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to fix you. Like they were trying to fix him to where he could be able. They was trying to They was working on his nervous system, and also so he could be able to connect some type of way or whatever, but he was like, and he woke up in his bed or whatever, but he just felt it.
But see, they. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
Because I feel like the aliens are using us as cattle. I don't think they care one bit about us. I think they want to understand us and use us. Like this guy named David Jacobson, he was a doctor and he used to work with patients, and he would put them under, what do you call it when you put
Hypnosis?
them on? Yes, to see what happened. And a lot of these hypnosis people would come back and they would be talking like, a lot of these people, this is gonna sound crazy, but y'all can research the man. He wrote like a lot of books, but they're raising the aliens to adapt them into our world. So these aliens, so Tangie could be sitting next to me. You
and
could
be
think
something else.
It could be something else. And I'm her handler, and I have to train her how to be normal as possible. So she don't know what nothing is. Like he was saying, like they don't know what a pillow is, or they don't know nothing. And so it's up to her to be like, that's a pillow. Yeah. And you lay on the pillow. And so then you start learning. What's the end game? The end game is to take over. Okay. That is the end game. That's why I say these are demons. I don't think they care nothing about.
Right.
I think they look. It's like, how can we take over this damn world?
Listening to what you just said, how you explained that, like the handler. Do you think that's where the AI movement comes into play?
Yes. And that's why now I think that was not my daddy.
And so do you feel like end goal wise, it's like hearing you say they want to annihilate humans? Is it like when you watch a movie from back in the day, let's get rid of the humans and make a safe world or a new world order? Right.
Because we're right. Exactly.
Because we're infectious and disease and we're the problem.
Yeah, we're the problem.
Do we I think AI it?
And I think they know something is coming, and that's why they all of a sudden now starting to say little stuff. Because at one point it was nothing, but now here lately it's been like, well, now they started talking to Congress. Well, did you see? Was it an alien? Was it? Now, why y'all talking about it now?
Yeah.
But I never. Deep. I don't feel like you're my ET friend. Absolutely not.
I feel a little different from the both of you. Well, I guess it's more along your lines, I guess.
Like they're demons?
No, I feel like they're angelic hosts. So I guess wrapping this up between the three of us, I feel like you said, it could be different levels of aliens. And the reason why I say that is because...
No, I agree.
There are 3 heavens and a hell, and earth is one. So for me, where did all the fallen angels go? Because they're eternal beings. They're eternal beings. They're not going to just disappear.
Are they really?
Well, they're supposed to be.
I'm gonna get deep. Well, we might
per Enoch they locked up.
We might have
they locked
because you never know who the fallen angels are.
Well, and I just feel like angelic host. I think they dwell in that realm that we call space that we keep trying to get to. I think they dwell on our realm as well. And then I agree with Summer that maybe underneath the firmament there's another whole space where they dwell. But I think they could be demonic or angelic. They're foreigners.
I think there's good and bad in every species. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of species out there that they try to keep hidden.
Well, how were they created? You think God created those species, or you think they came from fallen angels?
Which
in
species?
This whole big old universe?
Yeah. Because she said fallen angels. So I'm saying, do you think they created?
I think fallen angels were created by God. You mean
the offset of them?
I think they created
that from the beginning. I think
you think they was there from the beginning?
Because we only go back so far. I feel like what was before what we talk about all the time.
Was before Adam and Eve? It was just them. Is that what you're saying? Like it was just God and his angels?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
God and his angels. And but I'm just saying before
cast down. They were probably being, is that what you're saying? They were being cast down after the creation of Adam and Eve?
Yes. Okay. No, I think when I read it, it was simultaneous, like it was going on at the same time.
At the same time. They're always falling is what it sounds like.
Yeah, when I think their major fall, when I read it, when I looked in the word, it was saying that it was happening at the same, as they were falling, God was creating.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's both.
Okay, but you believe that Adam and Eve were the first?
What? Like humans?
But you say it was you say everything was happening at one time. So are you saying when Adam and Eve was being created, everything else was going on, or what was?
I think it was happening like the fallen angels were being like at the
yeah,
same time. I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I do, because Adam and Eve is we were created to.
I feel I'm gonna just say that. Well,
What?
this is kind of getting into afterlife, but I'm not gonna go that far. But I'm saying when in the beginning, when he said, "What, let there be light" or whatever, I think all kind of stuff started. Not necessarily right then at that moment, but what all started happening in the light.
Well,
in the
beasts
dark,
were
there
made.
was
So you saying it could have been all kind of beasts that were made, not just regular beasts? I mean,
whatever.
yeah.
I think that everything
light
that's eternal
is-
was already there because it's an eternal being. It's not going to die.
Right.
It's eternal.
Mhm.
I think it was already there from the beginning. I think that God had to do 6 days and other things for us. I think that had it not been for the creation of man, there would have been no need to separate the firmament and the night from the
Mhm.
day, and the water from the land.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. Earth is a hell and a heaven at the same time. So I think that it had to be created to give them some place to go.
Mhm.
We are their holding tank. Earth is fallen angels and demons. That's their holding. We're on their territory.
Absolutely. So
We're
do you
on
feel
their
like
ground.
this is heaven on? Well, heaven
Heav-
and hell on earth.
Earth is a heaven and
And
a
hell.
hell.
Mhm.
It's both,
Mhm.
because there are different dimensions. So right now it looks like to us it's Earth, but it was originally created as a hell.
But and then I think everybody is operating on different levels depending on what frequency you're on. Like what, you know what I'm saying? Like if you vibrate in a low frequency, you're experiencing a lot of hell. But if you're operating at a higher frequency, you may be experiencing a little bit of
I
that
like that.
heaven on earth.
I like that. You know what it reminds me of? Tisha, you got some
Say it again.
kids.
No, say it again. I didn't understand it. Say it again.
No, I'm saying I think like she said, earth is a heaven and hell on earth, and I think it depends on what level are you vibrating at. If you're vibrating on a low level, you're experiencing a lot of hell on earth. Versus when you're
I love
operating
that.
on a higher frequency, you're experiencing more of a heavenly frequency.
I think this is going to go more into afterlife.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
Okay.
say, that's
But
why I
let
was
me
just
cut
trying
this
to
off and
say.
tell you why I like that viewpoint.
Mhm.
When I worked in a nursing facility, you would be amazed, and I don't know if any of y'all have experienced this too. Some older people on their way out, they're sitting in their bed going, "It's hot under my butt. Get this hell from," and you sitting there in a 30-degree room or 60-degree room of theirs going, "Are you okay, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so?" And it's the weirdest thing. And then they die a day later. And it makes
Wow.
you wonder, like,
What are they going through?
where was they going? Where was you headed? Because I've
Yeah.
literally had that happen
Mm.
before with one of my residents. And he was just like, "It's hot under my bed. It's fire under my bed." And you know, some people have dementia, but it
Mhm.
wasn't one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like he really was like burning up. Like, "I'm burning up. I'm hot." And the very next day he died. And I was like,
Because it's a tunnel.
where in
It's
the
a
hell did
process.
he go? Where did he go?
Just say. someone said, all over the hell he was finna go. Yeah,
Where
he sounded like he was finna go to hell. But
Mind you, I don't mean to put it out there like that,
This-
but on his deathbed, he got a room full of men that he adopted because he used to serve in the military. A room full of dudes that he adopted, different races, Hispanic, Asian, different races.
Mhm.
And they're in there like, "Dad, he's adopted them, right?"
Mhm.
They bring their daughters in, "Get that girl out of my room." Things that make you go,
Yeah.
So you don't want the granddaughter in the room. You've
But you
adopted
want
all
the-
these boys from
Yeah.
other ethnicities. You're American,
Mm,
white American.
right.
You adopted a young Mexican, a young Asian, and all.
Yeah.
And now when they bring their daughters in your room, the girls can't come in, and you
But you
feel
want-
fire under your bed. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
you
things
just
that
never
make you
know.
go,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So
I guess we could have cleared it.
you
I'm
say we
trying to
coulda
think
what?
there's something
I
else
guess
I
we
want to say.
did.
So bottom line is y'all think it's good and bad in aliens.
I do.
What do you think they're at now?
Which ones? Like the
Any
fallen?
one of them. No, aliens. Or what do you think aliens are aliens or fallen angels?
I think aliens are demonic and angelic hosts
Okay, so where do you think they're at?
right here with us
Okay.
all the time.
Okay. Even the other aliens?
I don't. You got some really good views on what are they called? The grays.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised though. I don't want to like say no. I wouldn't be surprised as to what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I really wouldn't be mind blown. You
Well,
know what I
I'm
mean?
just thinking, 'cause I would have to find it, but it was like a whole list of eight different species.
They have a lot.
You know what
of
I'm
them.
saying? Like a whole lot of them.
And they have descriptions of them.
Descriptions, like pictures of,
Yeah, one that's white with blonde hair, and then
Just
you got
bit-
the one
yeah.
that's gray, and you got yeah.
I just think I wouldn't be surprised because because I look at God as so mighty, and when you look at the world as a whole as a battle, I wouldn't be surprised as what you put on different platforms and dimensions to have.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Up until today, no, I've
Mhm.
never thought about the grays. I
Yeah.
just looked at aliens as like angelic and
Just
demonic hosts.
But you
Yeah.
think they're there though, right? Because you said something about the firmament. What did she say the other day about the firmament? Oh shit! Remember she said, what did you say about the firmament?
I know the firmament to be space, a heaven.
Right, and you think
But then I also think there's a different, I wouldn't call it a firmament beneath water or beneath ground, but I think there's definitely something there.
Yeah.
under the water?
I think it's
for sure,
definitely,
the whole
I think
world
there's a
up under there.
holding dimension. I
Yeah,
think there's a
I do.
holding
I
dimension.
feel like
definitely
there's
do.
portals on this.
I think there's
realm to get
portals.
to different.
I definitely
think
think
they're
there's
coming
portals because
on-
when you die, I
on
don't.
this area.
A man
on
said
this
that yesterday. I
universe.
hate that people say, "Oh, they died, they went to heaven." No, you're in a holding cell. You're somewhere in holding.
Girl, we need to get on this
Mm-hmm. We gonna have to
afterlife.
get. You don't think so?
No, because I know where I went when I saw it.
I'm not saying
But
you can't get
okay,
there.
I'm not.
But
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying you can't get there, but if you think about it, per the word, you're held into the great white throne judgment. So where is everybody who passes in between that time?
Oh, you're talking about, so like if somebody dies today, when they say they're going to the Lord, to be absent from the body, to be present with the Lord, you don't think
Afterlife.
that's present?
Yeah, we gonna hold this for
Okay.
afterlife. Okay, we gonna go to our Black History segment because we'll definitely get into
Yeah.
that one with afterlife. Who we got, Summer, for the Black History person?
Lord. Okay. So for my Black History, what you call it, Tisha?
Like
I
the Black
forgot.
History segment or a Black History person or what?
Yeah, the did you know? My did you know moment
Oh.
for Black History. It's not far from home. They originated from Waco, and it is the Southern Jubilee Choir group or whatever. They were not choir, but gospel
Okay.
singers or whatever. They were recently recognized in the Wacoan for their, they was, like I said, a gospel group or whatever back in the late 40s, early 40s or whatever. And I have the honor of saying that one of them was my grandfather, Wilbert Bogans. And so they were just locals. They used to travel like the Central Texas area. And they also used to sing like in New Mexico and some in Arkansas, different churches or whatever. And so basically the what I thought was, they did a lot of acapella.
Mm.
So, I thought that was pretty cool or whatever. And my grandfather alone, he was like did like the baritone
Mm-hmm.
voice or whatever. And so Baylor University, they took some of their one of their records or whatever, and they're like I guess preserving it or whatever,
Right.
so
Yeah.
that for upcoming
Like
they're-
made it
yeah,
historic or something.
right, so they can use that like for their like the Black Gospel Music found, what is it? Yeah, foundation or whatever. No, restoration. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Foundation.
No, so the Black Gospel Music Restoration Program or whatever, they took their album and I guess they're kind of restoring it so that for like different scholars and fans to still be able to
That's
listen
cool.
to their music or whatever. And so I could just picture them, in that time or whatever. Just
Right.
that was just their way of just giving a little inspiration to people, just, uplifting people back then
circumstances,
or
yeah.
whatever, no matter what the situation was, just spreading a little life, joy into people's lives or whatever. And so
That's
I
neat.
thought that was cool. I do want to name like some of the singers or whatever, because it may be some of y'all grandfathers or great grandfathers. So I want to mention their names
Yeah,
as
please
well. One of them was Charlie Spratt. Rufus McLean, which I'm gonna say Reverend Rufus McLean, because he was a pastor at Greater Zion. We was members of Greater Zion back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we were.
And Leslie Ross, Dennis Harris, and one of them was the Bearfield brothers. They forgot his last name. I mean, his first name or whatever. Just do over time, they couldn't remember his first name. So we will show a picture of them or whatever. But that was just.
That's cool.
I did not know Reverend McLean was a part of that.
Yes.
That explains, because the music session was real big at that church. Remember, they was real big on the music.
They was.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so they also had the Waco, and they also had like put the soundtrack or the record or whatever. There's one of their songs or whatever that they used to sing a lot. A lot of people used to like to hear them sing Noah or something. Noah's.
That's cool.
And
I can just picture them traveling.
Right.
Like,
I could picture that giving them joy to do that. Them, even though they're spreading it, I could see that would make me happy to do.
Right.
Yeah. And so just a little, Waco, somebody else
Did
from
you
Waco.
know that
another
about
group.
your grandfather?
I've always known that. I never got the pleasure, the honor of listening to them sing or whatever, but I always heard it. And even in like at Carver or Wiley or whatever, how teachers back then, who your people?
Yeah.
Or whatever, and you tell them who your people is, and so they would bring up, they would always ask, like, are you related to, Wilbur Bogans or whatever? And so, yeah, he was.
We might have to try to look in the archives and see if there's any of their music, like, still around.
Well, that's what I was saying. So they did post one of their records or whatever, so you could actually hear them sing.
That's
or
what
whatever.
was at Baylor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
So
Digging in Baylor, boy. Oh, how they be finding that stuff? That's interesting.
Oh yeah, that was.
Maybe we
cool.
can we?
Well, for this particular, so the person who, I guess one of the guy's sons had an interview with the Wacoan, and so he was the one that told, gave him all the information or whatever. But yeah, so yeah,
I love it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Waco have a lot of talent, a lot of history. That,
Okay, Cole, Waco.
Yeah, so
Waco, WACO.
Hi.
Waco. So yeah, that was
Alliance. Yay, that does deserve an applause. Round of applause.
They're gonna say in
Yeah.
time. We did it in 30.
We did it. Good time, man.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, I forgot. We still on the show. Got
Click
my
the
cards on
notification
film
bell.
and everything.
Yeah, you like you done flicked them. Okay, we out. Comment and leave us a comment. We love to hear from you guys.
What do y'all think about
aliens? Yes, I want to know your
Yes.
views.
And everybody's homework, go home and watch Coneheads. Do you think that's realistic? Have y'all seen Coneheads?
Yeah, the movie with Dan Aykroyd,
Coneheads.
man.
Yeah.
Need sugar. Ain't need milk.
But it's a lot of movies out there that,
Yeah. If you thought it was like, oh, it's so funny. Coneheads is
We
talking
be
about
watching
something.
Girl, I
movies.
must.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna show be
Yeah,
a
you gotta
cone head
pay.
because
I
I need
love
some
cone.
sugar.
Sugar.
Girl, I be needing that sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think
Thank
that's
y'all
it.
again.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.